In this way, this is the first part of the story we have seen. We will proceed. I think you will understand that. From this part, we see the character of Nathu, who is a sweeper boy, who is grumbling and working carelessly. Another character is Sitaram, who is a helpful person. Sitaram is hardworking and poor, and his habit is to help the needy people. Next character we have seen Mrs. Srivastav. In this way, we will proceed to the further story. And Sitaram was happy that he had served not only his customer but also his friend also. So in a happy mood, he placed the bundle of pressed clothes on his shoulder and went away. Mrs. Srivastav had to do some shopping. She gave instructions to the ayah about looking after the baby and told the cook not to be late with the midday meal. So, what was Mrs. Srivastav's plan? Mrs. Srivastav's plan was that she wanted to go shopping, and she gave instructions to the ayah. It means there was a maid servant in her house to nurse her baby. She had a small baby. What instructions she gave to the ayah? She told the ayah to look after the baby, to take care of the baby. And she also gave another instruction to the cook. There was cook also in her house. She told the cook not to be late with the midday meal. Don't be late to the midday meal. Prepare the meal on time. So giving such instructions to the ayah as well as the cook, she was now ready to go for shopping. Then she set out for the Pipalnagar marketplace. Mrs. Srivastav set out to the Pipalnagar marketplace. There was a big market. You can see in this picture the marketplace. And Mrs. Srivastav set out for her shopping. To make her customary tour of the clothes shops, she wanted to do shopping of clothes. She wanted to visit the clothes shops. She has customary tour, means she has a habit of visiting clothes shops. So she set for the shopping. Now see what happens in the story. A large shady tamarind tree grew at one end of the bazaar. You can see a tamarind tree in the picture. There was a large tamarind tree grew at the end of the bazaar. This is the bazaar, and at the end of the bazaar there is a large tamarind tree. And it was here at this place, at the under the shadow of tamarind tree. It was here that Mrs. Srivastav found her friend Mrs. Bhushan sheltering from the heat. Right at this place, Mrs. Srivastav, you can see in the picture, Mrs. Srivastav met her friend Mrs. Bhushan at this tamarind tree. See in the picture, there are two friends who met under the tamarind tree. Now see what conversation was there between the two friends, Mrs. Bhushan and Mrs. Srivastav. Mrs. Bhushan came there. She was fanning herself with a large handkerchief. There was a large handkerchief in her hand and she was fanning herself. It means to taking air. She was fanning herself with a large handkerchief. She complained, Mrs. Bhushan was complaining of the summer, which she affirmed was definitely the hottest in the history of Pipalnagar. What Mrs. Bhushan said to Mrs. Srivastav? Mrs. Bhushan complained to Mrs. Srivastav that the heat of the sun is the hottest, unbearable. So she was fanning herself with a handkerchief and she declared that it is the hottest here summer in the history of People Nagar. So both the ladies were close friends and they were talking about, first they talked about the heat of the sun. Then she then showed Mrs. Srivastav a sample of clothes. Mrs. Bhushan was also returning from shopping and met her friend under the tamarind tree, Mrs. Srivastav. She showed her friend, Mrs. Bhushan, showed Mrs. Srivastav a sample of cloth material she was going to buy. And for 5 minutes, they discussed its shade, texture and design. For 5 minutes, the two ladies, Mrs. Srivastav and Mrs. Bhushan, were discussing on the topic of that cloth material, what type of its shade, color, texture, design. Many times, the women had a habit of discussing such types of topics. So, they were talking about the cloth material, what is its shade, what is the latest fashion, texture, its color, design, all these things. They discussed for 5 minutes. Having exhausted this topic, at last they were tired of talking that topic. Mrs. Srivastav said, then they changed the topic. Still the friends are standing under a tamarind tree and just talking to each other. After finishing the topic of the cloth material, they changed the topic. Mrs. Srivastav said, do you know, my dear, that Seth Govindram's bank can't even pay its employees? This sentence, this information was given by Sitaram to Mrs. Srivastav some time before. For a while ago, Sitaram informed Mrs. Srivastav if she needed a sweeper boy. He knew one boy who is in the need of getting job. He works in the bank and the bank is not giving payment to the poor employees like Nathu. And when Mrs. Srivastav heard that, she informed this news to her friend Mrs. Bhushan. What Mrs. Srivastav told Mrs. Bhushan? That, do you know, my friend, Seth Govindram's bank is not giving the payment of employees. Only this morning I heard a complaint from their sweeper who haven't received the wages for over a month. He had not received the payment over the month. In this way, she informed this news, this breaking news to Mrs. Bhushan. Actually, Mrs. Srivastav had nothing to do with this news. But friends, we are going to learn from this story that how rumors spread. Rumors means afwa. Rumor mongers talk to somebody about a fake news. They talk, when he tells this news to one person goes to another person telling that news, and then this goes on and on, changing some words, adding some words, and in this way the rumors spread. Afwa pasartat, and but some rumors have bad side effects. It creates great problems. Now in this story, Mrs. Srivastav told Mrs. Bhushan without any reason. There was no reason of this news to tell. Mrs. Srivastav has nothing to do with this news, but she told her friend, as a lady's habit, woman's habit is to tell everything to other friends. In this way, she told Mrs. Bhushan that Seth Govindram's bank is not giving the salary of the employees. Shocking! What was Mrs. Bhushan's reaction? Oh, it's shocking! If they can't pay the sweeper, they must be in a bad way, I think. If the bank is not able to pay the payment of sweeper boy, a poor sweeper boy's payment, they can't afford, they can't give the payment of such poor employees. It means the bank must be going in a bad way. There is a problem to the bank, financial problem. The bank is facing financial problem. असं पुढचा गेस केलेला आहे. मिसेस भूषण गेस्ड फर्दर that the bank is not in a good condition. She said, none of the others could be getting paid either. If they are not giving the payment to the poor employees, then how can they give the payment of other officers who are working in the bank? So Mrs. Bhushan declared that none of the others could get the payment. She let Mrs. Srivastav. Hearing this breaking news, Mrs. Bhushan left Mrs. Srivastav. She said goodbye to her at the tamarind tree and went in search of her husband. She went in the village in search of her husband, who was sitting in front of Kamal Kishore's photography shop. Where was Mrs. Bhushan's husband? Mrs. Bhushan's husband was sitting in Kamal Kishore's photography shop. See friends, the characters in the stories are increasing step by step. We have seen the first character Nathu, then Sitaram's character is introduced in the story. Then Sitaram met to Mrs. Srivastav. Before that we have seen Seth Govindram. Then Mrs. Srivastav wanted to do shopping. So she gave instructions, orders to the Aya as well as the cook. What orders she gave the Aya? She gave the order to Aya, look after the baby, take care of the baby. And she also gave the order to the cook, don't be late with the midday meal, prepare the meal on time. And giving such instructions, the lady set for her shopping in the Pipalnagar market. When we see the information, when we read the information about Mrs. Srivastav, it shows that Mrs. Srivastav is a rich lady who has so many people, who need so many servants in her house. She need a Aya to take care of her baby. Then another person she need the cook to make her to cook the food. She needed a sweeper boy. In this way, she needs so many servants to work at her house, and she has a hobby of shopping. When she went shopping, she met her friend Mrs. Bhushan, who was also on her customary shopping. She told Mrs. Bhushan, the two ladies have so much time to discuss with each other. They were chatting, discussing about the cloth material. And Mrs. Srivastav told Mrs. Bhushan about a sweeper boy in the Seth Govindram's bank. She told that Seth Govindram is not able to give the payment of poor employees. So Mrs. Bhushan added that it means the bank has not given the payment of other employees also. And she guessed that the bank is in bad condition. So after finishing the two friends' discussion, Mrs. Bhushan set out in search of her husband. She was looking for her husband, who was sitting. She found her husband in front of Kamal Kishore's photography shop. Friends, in the picture you can see a photography shop. There, Mrs. Bhushan found her husband, who was sitting outside that shop, talking with the owner. What was Mr. Bhushan doing in the photography shop? Mr. Bhushan was talking with the owner of the photography shop. What is the name of the owner of the photography shop? The owner of the photography shop is Kamal Kishore. There are so many characters in the story, so don't make a confusion in the characters. Kamal Kishore is a photography shopkeeper or owner of the photography shop. Mr. Bhushan is the husband of Mrs. Bhushan. So let's see what conversation is taking place between Mr. Bhushan and Mrs. Bhushan. When Mrs. Bhushan saw her husband in the photography shop, she cried loudly. She shouted to him, "So there you are sitting here. I have been looking for you. I have been searching for you for almost an hour. Actually, she is exaggerating so much. She said to her husband that she had been looking for him for almost an hour. Where did you disappear? Where did you vanish? Disappear? Vanished? So many questions she was asking to her husband. And now Mr. Bhushan, after asking, when she finished asking her questions, now Mr. Bhushan got chance to answer her questions. Mr. Bhushan replied, it means he answered to Mrs. Bhushan, nowhere. Had you remained stationary in one shop? He, instead of answering her question, he asked her another question. Had you remained stationary in one shop? I might have found you. I cannot find you because you have a habit of moving from one shop to another. How can I find you? Said Mr. Bhushan. Mr. Bhushan said that Mrs. Bhushan cannot remain stationary in one shop. It means she keep on moving from one clothes shop to another clothes shop, selecting her clothes. And how can she meet her husband at one place? So Mr. Bhushan said, but you go from one shop to another. You have a habit of going from one shop to another, selecting cloth material, like a bee in a flower garden. You have a habit of a bee. See, Mr. Bhushan compared his wife, Mrs. Bhushan, with a bee. A bee in a flower garden. A bee in a flower garden. Why he compared Mrs. Bhushan, his wife, with a bee in a flower garden? Because friends, bees buzz from one flower to another. Bees buzz move from one flower to another flower in the garden for collecting honey. In the same way, Mrs. Bhushan visits many shops to search her clothes. So, the comparison is perfect. The question for you is it, do you think Mr. Bhushan was right to compare his wife with a bee in the flower garden? Yes, the comparison is correct, because just as a bee buzzes from flower to flower for collecting honey for herself, in the same way Mrs. Bhushan visits many clothes shops in search of her clothes, for selecting her cloth material. So this was the conversation between Mr. Bhushan and Mrs. Bhushan. Now Mrs. Bhushan said, don't start grumbling. Oh, you don't start grumbling on me. The heat is trying enough. The heat of the sun is so much, I can't bear this heat. I don't know what's happening to people Nagar. And then she directly told him the breaking news. Actually, Mrs. Bhushan had nothing to do with that news. Mrs. Srivastav told what Sitaram told Mrs. Srivastav. Sitaram told Mrs. Srivastav that if she wanted a sweeper boy, he knew one boy, and he is working in a People Nagar bank. He want to leave the job because he had not received the payment from the bank. There may be another reasons. But Mrs. Srivastav, with no reason, without any reason, she told this news to Mrs. Bhushan. The lady has no work. They have a lot of free time. So they go on telling this news from one to another person. In the same way, Mrs. Bhushan added to Mrs. Srivastav that it means if the bank is unable to pay the sweeper boy's payment, then how can they give the payment of other officers in the bank? It means the bank is not financially in good condition. Bank has no money to give the payment of his payment of the poor workers, employees. So thinking so, she directly met her husband, Mr. Bhushan, who was sitting in Kamal Kishore's photography shop, and she told him that, I hear they have stopped paying employees. Don't tell me you have an account there, Mr. Kishore. What's that? She told her husband, don't start grumbling. The heat of the sun is trying enough, and I don't know what's happening to People Nagar Bank. Even the bank's about to go bankrupt. I think bank is about to go bankrupt. Bankrupt means Diwalkhor. Not enough money, financial problem. So the bank has no enough money and it is going to bankrupt. Instead of speaking Mr. Bhushan, the photography shop owner Kamal Kishore asked Mrs. Bhushan, what's that? Is that so, Mrs. Bhushan? Sitting up suddenly, he stood up suddenly. Which bank? He was eager to know which bank is going to bankrupt. Why? The People Nagar Bank, of course, she told him. The People Nagar Bank is going to bankrupt. I hear they have stopped paying employees. I just hear from Mrs. Srivastava, my friend. She told me that the bank has stopped giving payment of employees. Don't tell me you have an account there, Mr. Kishore. And she also told him that you have reminded him that Kamal Kishore had an account with that bank. And so, in this way, friends, how we are seeing how the rumors spread, and how much big problem it can create. We will see it in the next part.